Hello everybody and welcome to a RimWorld tutorial. A RimWorld tutorial about my favorite thing to do in RimWorld, which is probably one of the most punishing scenarios, aside from trying this thing on sea ice, that you can possibly imagine. And that is starting with absolutely nothing on the ice sheet. Here are a few tips on how to make that a little bit easier on yourself if you want to attempt it yourself. So the first thing that we got to do obviously is new colony, naked brutality, which is the start with nothing thing. Difficulty, you can choose whatever. It doesn't really matter. For the sake of this tutorial, I usually generate 100% because that usually lets me find the really good ice sheet maps. So the first thing that's really important is the actual map that you will be landing on. It doesn't matter which stone there is. You can choose whatever stone you want, right? It doesn't matter. The temperature matters somewhat. The colder it is, obviously the harder it's going to be, because your pawn that is wearing nothing will be more susceptible to the cold, and the colder it is, the faster the hypothermia will go up, and that's usually never a good thing, obviously. So what we want is, you want obviously ice sheet. We have loads of ice sheet up here in the lesser red trunk sheet even. So to make it easier for yourself, obviously the further south you go, the warmer it is going to be in summer. So as you can see, this ice sheet actually goes above 0 in the summer, which means unless you modify the start, it's going to be relatively warm-ish for the ice sheet. Warmish, not hot, not actual warm, just warmish, rather than here where it's -6. I usually like to not start on a flat tile because we need one important feature that will see us through probably the first few months on this entire ice sheet. You want to find a tile that has caves. So like this here, for example. This is what you want. You want caves. Caves will enable you to steal insect jellies from the insects that hopefully will spawn in said caves. If not, well, then I'll have to go and generate a new sheet, a new map, and we'll have to do this all over again. Not the intro, I'll just show a different map and I'll tell you all about that. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go click this cave, we're gonna choose this cave, and hopefully this map with caves, and hopefully that will work. All right. The next important thing, obviously, after we've chosen our map with the caves that hopefully have insects in them, cross your fingers, cross your fingers, cross your fingers, is our pawn. So, what are the most important things that you want on a pawn for this venture? You need really good construction. So you don't want anybody who's got any issues. You don't want anybody who's old. You don't really want anybody who's incapable of something. And you need really good construction. You're going to need pretty good mining if you don't get lucky and find a steel building right off the bat. I will tell you more about why we need a steel building and other things like that in just a bit. So those are the two most important things that you really need. Construction, mining, and hopefully not incapable of anything. So this pawn actually has really good traits, but obviously incapable of carrying animals and cooking is just no. A nudist is always nice to have because they'll always get a bonus from being naked the first day, so they don't really will go and die and be unhappy. But besides that, that pawn is not very good. This pawn would also be okay if they were actually capable of doing medical stuff. So it's a bit difficult to find one. So I will just click through these, and then hopefully in the actual videos I will speed it up so we can find something, or we can find somebody. Alrighty, there we go. So raccoon, tag, you are it. All right, she does have an old gunshot wound in the left arm, which is not so great, but she is incapable of nothing. She's a fast walker, which is nice when you want to go and steal some of that sweet insect jelly at night. Trigger happy, take it or leave it. It's not gonna affect us too much in the beginning, because we're not going to be doing any shooting because we won't have any weapons unless we buy one or kill the first trader that arrives. We're going to have at most a knife, and that's the only thing that we'll have to defend ourselves. So Trigger Reppy doesn't really matter. She's got 7 construction with a passion, so that's pretty decent. For mining, that's something we can work with as well. Cooking and plants, that's okay. She can do medical. She's not very good at it, but she'll level up that. She'll level up that quickly. She'll level it up quickly. Wow, I can talk today. Good. Enjoy. I always talk good. So this is a decent palm to start and try this off. You'll probably have a few false starts. That's usually what happens to me. But yeah, let's go and see what actually happens when I hit the start button and what our map actually looks like. Alrighty. Alright, here we are. So this is our map. I do have one mod installed, which is Camera Plus, which just lets me zoom out further. Which is just for the purpose of this video, so I can show you things better. So we actually got really lucky. So first of all, we've got insects. We've got more than 1 hive. We've got 3 hives of insects. This one's gonna be probably pretty much impossible to grab stuff from because it's a 1 wide tunnel. But even if when that dies, we'll get stuff from it. These are nice to get stuff from. And not only that, we do also have this geyser in a relatively nice location for what we wanted to do with it. Normally what I would suggest is actually doing a 5x5 building and then leaving things, leaving some tiles in the roof open, as well as leaving the door open for now. But I think what we can do with this one is actually build a bigger wall and patch it up here, and then have a bigger room that hopefully won't get too hot, because that is one big problem when you do this. Your pond actually will overheat and get hyperthermia. So we'll land. We'll immediately go grab this. So this is actually really lovely. Having that is really lovely. So she can like immediately go remove that floor. We'll put a stockpile here so we can get that sorted and done. So that is lovely. And then if we do a wall piece here, we'll do here, and then here. We don't need to do the wall piece there. And then we'll do 1 door over here, I guess. 1, 2, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that wall's going, that door's gonna be in a yucky spot, but that's okay. I mean, we could pull it out 1 further, but we don't really want to. So we'll just let her, hello. We'll let her grab her steel. So this is literally perfect. Even especially with the floor, like floor gives us so much steel to use. And then we'll just tell her to haul it. And then we'll just tell her to haul another round again. And then we basically already have enough to get started on our little house. So this is actually the picture perfect tile to get this started. Because we can immediately build a house now that she's hauled everything. Yeah, she's doing her decent construction. We didn't even need to mine anything. Because this is the most important thing. Because as you can see, her hypothermia is starting to go up. If hypothermia goes up, manipulation goes down, which means she will take longer to build stuff and she will start failing at it too. But this is perfect. We've got our little thingy enclosed. There's a lynx here that we need to be careful with. But this is great. Yeah. If you get something like this, you're basically good to go. It's minor hypothermia, but as soon as she's in there, we'll leave her in there a little bit. As you can see, the hypothermia is already going down. We've got that covered. This is great. So there you go. That's how you get started. Like, this is perfect. Then obviously you want to wait until the insects have made their jelly. Jelly has 2 awesome benefits. At first, it will feed you. You will get food poison from it probably some of the times, but it will not only feed you, it will also give you recreation. So it'll actually make your pawn happy when they eat it. So the first thing that we're going to build now is a bed. We also should move our stockpile inside, even though that's going to make it a little bit ugly, but that's okay. You made a normal bed. Perfect. All right, we've got a bed. Then we can worry about a table and a chair, but she's going to get some rest now. So insects usually go to bed around 10. So 2200 hours. And we got super unlucky that there is no insect jelly here at all whatsoever. They generally wake up between 5 and 6 is what I've noticed. And if you walk over them, or if you try to steal their jelly when they're awake, you're gonna be in bad shape. So we're just gonna wait until, there it is, 20 insect jelly. So 20 insect jelly is enough to keep a pawn going for half a day. So this is pretty good. Obviously later on, what you can actually do when you get enough steel, you can cook that, because you can cook with insect jelly. You'll lose the bonus, the joy bonus, but, and this is very important, you'll get more meals out of it. 20 insect jellies become 2 meals all of a sudden. 2 meals is an entire day, and so on and so forth. And it will actually, if you only start with 1 pawn, this will go up. As you can see, there she goes. She just ate all of that. Her recreation is fully filled, which means she's like super happy about that right now. We just had a snow hare get killed, but I don't think that body is actually there yet. No, it's still there. Perfect. So that's yeah, this is great. This is a perfect start. I might actually save this start because this is great to play with later. So the one thing that you will notice, because we're on the ice sheet, you can't actually build butcher tables. So you want to operate on you want to use a butcher spot for now until you get a bulk goods trader with some wood. So that kind of sucks, but oh well. It's you know, we'll survive. We'll survive. It's just additional food. This is basically food that you can eat when the insect jelly starts running out, or you're short, or or the insects I don't know, like something happens to your insect jelly that you've kind of hoarded, and you need to eat something. So yeah, there we go. This is actually picture perfect. We'll build a chair now. We need to get recreation in. Let's get a horseshoe pin. The temperature in here is actually also still a little bit hot. It'll get colder once we get towards winter. Right now it's 40 degrees in here, which is a bit hot. So she's probably actually getting hyperthermia soon. Her malnutrition is going down, which is great. The hypothermia is gone. Yeah, see, it's 50 degrees now. She's getting heat stroke. So even this is too big, but we can fix that. We can just open up more roof tiles and get that control that way. Later on, obviously, we'll get other things sorted. We might even... it's going down. Let's see what the... 44. That's okay. If this stays at initial... it's still going up a little bit. Yeah, you need to balance this a little bit. But it is definitely doable. It is definitely doable. There we go. We've got a chair now. So you can now get into making power and other things. But first, what I would suggest is making a knife on a crafting spot, just so you have something to defend yourselves with in case you get raided. Because this helps. She's not very good, but we've got that. You can also think about, even though they cost a lot, you can think about putting down some spike traps maybe, because they can help as well to, you know, because at first you won't get many raiders, and you won't get strong raiders because you have like literally nothing, right? So oftentimes you get like 1 or 2 people at most, even if you've been playing for a little bit. So if you and you have lots of steel in the beginning, so if you just put steel down, that's fine. And then we do the same thing again. We'll do the same thing as that we do every night. Pinky, we try to take over the world. No, we try to take their insect jelly, but that's what we do. And then you can grow from there. You can get more steel. You can mine it. You can deconstruct these. You can start deconstructing the stone block buildings to get stone blocks and other things like that. So yeah, this is basically how you get started. And then you'll probably lose at some point when you start over and over and over and over and over again. And I hope you get as much fun out of this particular start as I do. I love doing this on my Twitch stream. I know other people who love this doing on their Twitch stream, and I can literally watch somebody try this for 8 hours at a time and fail over and over again, and it never gets boring. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all those good things if you want to. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.